Hey everyone, Dr. Laura Neville here. Thank you so much for allowing me in your super sacred email inbox. It really means the world to me. I know that I honor being in here, and I would never ever want to inundate you with a bunch of noise. So I want to share something with you that I think could really help you. I am really thrilled and excited about some of the work that I've been doing that's pretty new. I'm going to share something with you just so you can see what I'm talking about here. So this is where it's at. This is what we call the therapeutic order in medicine. And you can see right up here, drugs and surgery, basically pharmaceuticals and surgery. This is where the conventional system lives. It's really good at this. It's very good at diagnosing when there's an acute issue, there's an outright pathology, there's a disease state that needs to be identified, worked with. But true health lies in everything below that. So you can do a little bit of work here, but you're still going to feel unwell, very likely, because you're not addressing these deeper layers. Chiropractic work and physical medicine a lot of times works right here, a little bit deeper. That's great. Can we go even deeper? A lot of naturopathic medicine works in nutraceuticals and supplements and botanicals and things like homeopathy. Really awesome. Really great. Still the cherries on top. Can we go even deeper than this? Can we address these deeper layers to help? If you feel like you are getting treatment and you've got some maybe great healthcare providers in your team, but you still feel like there's something missing, especially if you're dealing with hormonal symptoms or if you are type 1 diabetic and you usually just get to talk about carb counting and insulin dosing, right? But really, any one of you can likely identify with this, no matter what you have going on, neurological condition. I don't care what we're talking about. It's any type, autoimmune, cancer, mental emotional stress. These are these deeper layers that usually don't get addressed. So this was the problem I was finding in clinical practice. Really amazing work that we can do right here. However, still not deep enough. And in order to unravel all these deeper layers, takes quite a bit of time and implementation. And I didn't feel like clinical practice was really viable to do that because I was going to have to sit there with my patients for 10 hours to dive into all of this, far too expensive. And so what I decided to do was to create a monthly membership where we could meet in a community and get to these deeper layers that aren't necessarily so individualized at that point. It's not like we're prescribing supplements or medications. We're talking about these basic foundations to health and to life that all human beings, if you have, two arms here, if you have a head and a body, these are the things you need to thrive. And they never get addressed in healthcare. So this is what I want to do. In those monthly memberships, this is the stuff that we talk about in depth. And it's amazing. And I love it. And people are getting so much value out of it. So please consider that. Purpose. Where's your purpose in life? What is your connection to nature, to yourself, to spirit, to the world around you? Stress management. I think this is probably one of the biggest trip ups for all of us in these foundations to health. How do we manage this stress that is just seemingly so immense, and stress management tools altogether but go out the window when you're stressed? That's a total catch-22. 90% of stress or health problems are stress related. So how do we focus on that and get that to a place where it's actually really serving you and you can control your stress? Below that, how do we move our bodies every day? You want to call it exercise? I prefer the term movement, but is that happening? Are you sleeping? How is your nutrition? Are you overfed and undernourished? Are you just undernourished in general? Are you getting in hydration? This one's so easy to overlook. Go straight for that coffee. It's depleting, it's dehydrating, not getting enough hydration. And then arguably the very foundation to it all is our breath. If we all stop breathing right now, we're going to run into trouble within about 3 minutes. So this is the very foundation. How many of us are holding our breath throughout the day? So if you feel like any of these things below what these kind of superficial treatments are haven't been addressed in your life, I invite you to join us because this is where we all need to focus. And when we focus here, it makes these therapies up here that you do in a naturopathic doctor's office or in a medical doctor's office very powerful. I call them the cherries on top, and they work really well. But if you only lean on these up here, they can't overcompensate for all of this below that isn't addressed. So I invite you to join the community. I go in there live every single month, and we have a wonderful group of women. I have one group for hormonal imbalances and women that are struggling to kind of unlayer all of that. And then I also have a group for type 1 diabetics. We would welcome you with open arms, and you will just have to click the link that I'll share here in this email to look into it further. You ask me if you have any questions. We would love to have you, and we would welcome you with absolute open arms. Take care.